I'm coming up any day now. So bust up with the wind, come with me, Layla. Get all your stuff and we'll break out. Baby, I know what they'll say now.
The Bao A Qu is a creature from Malay mythology. This beast lives in the steps of the Tower of Victory, found in Chittor, India, from the top of which one can see the loveliest landscape in the world. It awaits on the first step, waiting for a brave enough man to climb the tower. When it waits, it lies shapeless and translucent. When someone passes, it awakes. Then, when the man starts climbing, it follows close behind, and as it goes farther, it's clearer and more colorful, giving a blue light as it ascends. And when the climber reaches the top with the creature, the Bao A Qu reaches perfection and achieves nirvana, and his acts don't cast any shadows. Most times, the man cannot reach the top, and the creature its perfection. The Bao A Qu hangs back, loses color and visibility, and tumbles down back the staircase. When it reaches the bottom after tumbling down, it sleeps again. Meanwhile, it gives out a small cry, sounding like the rusting of silk. Its skin feels like the fuzz of the skin of a peach. It only has reached the top one time. It appears in the Book of Imaginary Beings. In the Malaysia mythology, there is a creature by the name of Bao A Qu is generally accepted as being pronounced Bao A Qu, which means my elder brother. Others, however, assume a different pronunciation and a definition of my mother, but that is not generally accepted. In this sense, this essay will look not at the linguistic factors, but the story that surrounds the mythological creature, whether it is defined as my elder brother or my mother. The story is the same in either definition and is extremely interesting. The origin of the Bao A Qu is found in the Malaysian mythology. In one version, the tower was an inter-home gateway by gods, and the Bao A Qu was those gods that were caught in this home when the gateway closed. Because it was caught in this world and needed to be able to cross over into its own home, it has become attached and dependent on human behavior, beliefs, and karma. The real myth of the Bao A Qu takes place after this fall of the gods. It is only after the Bao A Qu is invisible and living at the bottom of the Tower of Victory. It is said this tower was located in the city of Chittor, which was presumably in India at the time. However, the exact location is not as important as the actions that are associated with the tower. The myth follows that people would make a pilgrimage to this holy and sacred tower. It was said that they climbed the tower, but only those people pure of heart that had previously achieved enlightenment would be able to ascend to the very top of the tower. This is where the entity of the Bao A Qu comes into the myth. With each step the person takes up the tower, the Bao A Qu gains more consciousness, begins to glow in different colors, hoping to find itself in the bluish glow of perfection. It is also said that the many tentacles and body becomes more solid as it follow the person up the stairway of the tower. The problem is that every human on earth has sinned and is therefore not pure and has not reached Bao A Qu state enlightenment. Therefore, the Bao A Qu cannot attain its own perfection and reach the top of the tower, and depending on the story, return to its own home. It moans and sighs and heads back down the tower, still following the human pilgrim. As it descends, it loses its color and its solidity, and in the end fades to invisibility and loss of consciousness. It waits in this limbo until the next person comes to make the climb, and in the end continually returns to the bottom of the tower, never achieving its own enlightenment. It is said that only once has a person reached the top of the tower, but other than this one time, no one has been able to attain enlightenment. This means that until the next enlightened pure person is born, the Bao A Qu will remain in this home and dependent on humans for its survival and its ability to return home.